I think it is. I think it is more symbolic in terms of that a major company stepped up and believes in this community as an NFL community, and so I think it is more symbolic than just the money. But it clearly, it adds our ability to continue to invest in our franchise and invest in our players and be competitive. I think it sends a message that changes the tenor of the message in the national press that this is an NFL city. We've gone through a difficult time, but we got a lot of wind at our back now. We've had a huge season on selling tickets. Obviously we had more to sell than most clubs, but we probably sold more than any other club other than the new stadiums that are opening. So I'm really proud of all the things that are going on, and I'm excited. I think we still have a long way to go. I don't want to say we don't, but I think that we have a chance to fill up our stadium this year, and having a name on our stadium, Everbank Field, I think it sends a great message. You can't be a successful sports franchise without great partnerships and great community support. And we need both of those. We need the partnerships for the revenue side of it, and we need the fan support and the community support for the ticketing side of filling up our stadium and getting our games on television, which is our biggest source of revenue in the National Football League. We've got to deliver, for the reasons I said earlier, we've got to deliver a great game on television. But what we have to do is we've got to make it in the stadium. If you're not there, you're missing it, because it's an experience that you can't replicate by sitting at home watching it on the couch. I think it makes a huge difference. You'll hear the players talk all the time. When it's a full stadium, they feed off the energy of the stadium. So we need a full stadium here.
So you're pretty confident you're going to lift all the blackouts?
I do. I'm cautiously optimistic that we'll get there, but. I think there's a lot of energy in the community. I think people are excited about what we've done in the off season and free agency. I think they're excited about what they've read about what you guys reported about our OTAs and minicamp, and the chemistry on this team. I can tell you that it's the best it's been in the 15 years that I can remember. So. I'm excited.
Better than back in the early years?
I think so. I really like this group of young men. They're working hard. They believe in themselves, and it's a team. It's about team, and so we'll see. We'll see. I have to have an exit strategy at some point because I don't have anybody in the family that's going to take the team. So I have to have an exit strategy. But right now I'm healthy. I feel good. I'm much younger than the number by my age. I at least keep telling myself that. When I sell the team, it will be with someone that has the same passion for this market that I believe would be a good steward of this market, because we've worked very hard over the last 15 years to build the beginning, I think, of a great tradition. I really believe Jacksonville is going to be a great market. Maybe it's another 10 years, another 15 years in terms of have the tradition of Green Bay or Pittsburgh or some of the other markets. But I really believe that that's the kind of passion. We have knowledgeable football fans in this market. So when we sell the team, it'll be someone that makes a commitment to the market. The one thing I'm realistic. When something goes wrong in an organization, it really starts in this office or the top. And the truth is, if we're honest and self-critical, which you have to be in any organization if you're going to change and move and create a culture and excellence in an organization, you have to accept and look at yourself self-critically and recognize the things that you need to do better. I did a much thorough review of everything, every department, both on this side of the building and that side of the building. I sat down with every every coach, coordinator, strength, condition, equipment, everybody in this building on that side, and all my key people on this side, and said, these are the things that we've got to do better. We've got to do better in ticketing. We've got to do better in sponsorship. We've got to do better on the football side. We've got to do better on the conditioning and strength side. And I said, you tell me. And I sat down and met with probably a dozen players and said, how do we get better? I learned a lot from them. And then I said to our people, okay, now you tell me the things that you need. My job is to make sure I'm not a talent evaluator. I'm not a football coach. You've got to tell me the tools that you need, the resources you need to be successful, and I'll give you those tools. And then I'm going to hold you accountable. So that's the kind of thorough review that we did last year, and that's the reason I say I'm really proud of the organization. But it all starts here. I have to look in the mirror every morning when I shave, so I'm honest with myself.